At Stony Brook University's Innovation Lab are showing off a new addition at the center. The lab unveiled its new 3D printer. Students join hospital patients in the lab to learn about the machine and take a closer look at printed items. Parents say it's a new experience for everyone.
This like a toy for everybody.
Really cool to see that you can make a prosthetic hand.
It distracts them from everything that's going on, and it's really great. We love to do like play here, but not everything reaches every age level. So one really cool thing about this visit is that it was great for kids who were like 5 years old, and it's great for older patients who are like 17.
The lab says it aims to teach children about how the 3D printer holds many benefits for the future, especially in advancing medicine.
The green screen area that we had before in the lab was mostly just like a green cloth across a pretty flimsy rod. And we had issues with wrinkling in the pictures where you could see that on the backgrounds, as well as like it wasn't tall enough for a lot of people. So we were thinking of ways that we could improve that, and we figured that a trifold board with the very tall 9-foot pieces of wood would be a good way to replace that.
So basically the usage for a green screen is to create a virtual reality where you're in one space, but it's going to picture you in some other position or location or something like that. It's just kind of a way to utilize virtual reality, but start very simply and then move on from that. Green screen, because it's that one solid color, it makes it a lot easier for video editing, for graphic design, and then also it's a lot of fun just to like play around. So that application of like the photo booth, and then just having kids come in and actually getting to experience that virtual reality is kind of what the main aim of it is for.
There were 3 9-foot tall boxes, and we are 2 approximately like 5-foot tall girls. So we were using hand tools. We had to like have a lot of help tipping the boxes over just to get them apart. There was a lot of things that were just glued and nailed like very strongly together.
Just massive pieces of wood that we had to kind of lug around and take apart, on top of the fact that there were nails everywhere. So we had to make sure we didn't like stab each other kind of thing. But to get it apart and then actually see something come out of it was very rewarding. Like all of those difficulties kind of went away once we got it together.
Hey everyone, my name is AJ. I'm the technical lead for the Innovation Lab at Stony Brook University, a makerspace come collaborative space for students to work in. This could be anything from building prosthetics, like the one I have in my hand, or working on fun projects where they print out dinosaurs, or making 3D printers like we have back there. Essentially, we can change something that's two-dimensional in software and change it completely into 3D. Various examples of what people have done in the lab. So this is Link from Legend of Zelda, from printed out. We do 3D scanning. So this is one of our staff members. We had scanned her and printed her out. And this is the sort of detail that you can typically achieve with a handheld scanner. So we had a workshop today where students came in and built their own 3D printer. So what we need for that are 3 axes. That would be Z. Now this would be the Y, going like that. And then you have the X over here, so the bottom bit. Now they've put it together and it actually works. One of our printers printing out a hearing prosthetic. Basically what it does is it's able to amplify outside noise, channel it onto your inner ear, and we can custom make it to fit your specific ear type. So it costs about $2, and it only takes about 4 to 5 hours to do the actual printing. All right. Yeah, we're actually quite lucky. It actually printed right in time. We finished it. We're able to assemble it and put it into your ear, essentially, and amplifies your hearing. Then there are children across the world who cannot afford prosthetics. A simple custom-made prosthetic could be upwards of $10,000 to $50,000. What I hold right now costs us $30. For this hand that we printed out in the lab here, it took around 40 hours of actual printing. We can actually integrate this with a little computer, we call an Arduino. And change the way how it essentially works. So for example, as Paul described, him using his brain waves to control a drone.
There's this headset, it's the Mindwave by NeuroSky. It picks up brainwave activity. And I've got that transmitting to the computer, the laptop. This Arduino has a wireless module that's implementing the protocol, the wireless protocol of the drone. So the lights go steady, that means that it's synced with the Arduino board, it's established communication. During relaxation, alpha waves activity increases. So the more relaxed you are, the higher the throttle will go, the higher the drone will levitate. Put this here, so now as soon as I start to relax, it should start to rise up.
If the child has no hand movements at all, it can actually send brain waves, as it were, or EEG, and then send that to the chip and then make the hand move. It's still in its infancy, I might say. Maybe it's beta testing, but the potential is huge and massive, and it's completely changing the whole of medical field.